Do you think Russ was laboring a little bit with the shoulder the last game? And does he look better now in practice this week?
He definitely looks good. We'll see more today. Russ has played in the league for a long time, and all players, have different things that they have to deal with. And he doesn't complain. He keeps his head down. He works hard. He does everything he can to make his body feel as good as he possibly can throughout the season. And I think that you're always dealing with that stuff across the board. And but I do think that he's doing an amazing job getting himself to 100%.
I haven't had this particular thing before, but I'll be okay. I'll be ready. Broncos country, let's ride.
Let's ride indeed. Let's fly. That's what Russell Wilson did last Friday to L.A. to get a platelet. I always get that wrong. The more I try to focus on articulating the three words properly, the more destined I am.
Injection.
Platelet-rich plasma injection. I dare you to say that 5 times fast. And, coincidentally, it was leaked to multiple reporters that Russell Wilson flew to L.A. for that PRP. I'm just going to stick with that from now on. Look, there's a lot going on here, and we know that there's a lot of form over substance when it comes to the image that is presented to the world about Russell Wilson. And it was open season on Russell Wilson last Friday. People who have believed for years that he's not always the most authentic person were piling on because he isn't very good now. The bottom line is something's off. And whether we're supposed to think the shoulder is the problem or it's something else, I'm sure some would like us to think it's because he's injured. But he was throwing the ball pretty well. I don't think it's an injury thing. I just think he's not comfortable in that offense. And it's on Nathaniel Hackett, the coach of the team, to make it a comfortable situation for him. Just like you were saying about Skylar Thompson and the Dolphins. Get your quarterback ready. Figure out what he does well. Sean Payton said a week or so ago to Colin Cowherd, look at all the plays of the things that went well for him in Seattle and incorporate them into your offense. Make your offense fit the skills and abilities of your player. Don't expect him to fit your scheme that you feel so protective about and you feel compelled to use. The best outcome is use your quarterback in the way that he's the most comfortable, and that's what I'm waiting for the Broncos to do, Peter.
Mike, I thought of this yesterday when, what happens in our business. So Russell Wilson plays mostly lousy for 5 games. And then there's 11 days between games. So there's a lot of time. So there's time enough in that 11-day window for a lot of people in our business to say, people have gone way over the top, and they're saying Russell Wilson's done. Look, I'm certainly not saying Russell Wilson is done because I don't believe he's done. I believe he's going to be a good quarterback again in the NFL, and I think for multiple years. However, you can't escape this fact. In the 4 years prior to this year, he finished in the top 7 in the NFL in passer rating each year. He despite his troubles last year, he was the 4th highest rated passer in the National Football League when the Broncos decided to move heaven and earth to try to get him, and Seattle was more than willing to do that. But he's 22nd right now. There are problems. Don't diminish the problems by saying, oh boy, people have overreacted. Maybe people have overreacted, but have you watched the games? I mean, if you've watched the games, if you watch him, with a wide open KJ Hamler that could have won the game against Denver, going up an incredible, and I put it in my column this week, an incredible still photograph, or screen grab from that route where KJ Hamler is running like right at the goal line and there's nobody else in the picture. Why in the world do you, as a veteran quarterback, not see that? Those are the kind of things that it's important that Nathaniel Hackett and Russell Wilson concentrate on going into this Monday night game.
It has been open season for many Russell Wilson critics who have been lying in the weeds waiting for him to falter. Here's Wilson from yesterday on whether he's motivated by that criticism.
Yeah, I'm motivated not by criticism. I don't think you get motivated by that. For me, I'm always motivated, and I'm always, At this point in my career, I don't necessarily have to be motivated. I'm always there. I think you always want to be great. You always want to, be exceptional every time you step on the field, and understanding that sometimes that doesn't always happen. But at the same time, knowing that you're working for that. And I think that, for me, I can handle it. I'm built for it. I'm built for the good times and the tough times, and we're going to come on the other end of it. And really how you get out of it, and how as a team, how we continue to keep building and where we're going, what we're doing, is focus on today. Nothing else matters. Today has got to be the best day we've had so far, and that would be, no matter what our record is, we're 5-0, which we could have had a chance to be that potentially. And the reality is that we are where we are right now, and that's here on a Thursday/Wednesday, and we got to make it special.
The smile and the happy-go-lucky attitude only goes so far. There are occasions where you need to be a little pissed off. You need to be an ass sometimes. And can you imagine Tom Brady admitting or trying to claim to anyone that he's not motivated by criticism? Of course he is. You use that. You make that part of your tool bag as a way to get the maximum performance. Because whatever Russell Wilson has done for the last 10 years, and it has been always positive, always smiling, always saying the right things, never getting upset, never showing any of it publicly, it's not working now. So the old formula doesn't work, and I think that's what's so jarring about it, Peter. The performance is a far cry from what it was, but he seems completely unaffected by it, and he seems to think it's just a matter of finding that switch and flipping it, and everything is going to be like it always was. And that's the big disconnect I see in his mindset and what the rest of us are witnessing.
The one thing that Russell Wilson has to do, Mike, in my opinion, is that, compared to the parts of his career when he was at his best, when he was averaging about 6 runs a game, Russell Wilson, except for 3 kneel downs against the 49ers, when they won that spirited offensive fest 11-10, except for those 3 kneel downs, he has run the ball 14 times in 5 games. Now, are any of those really, maybe 2 of those in the San Francisco game were design runs, but are any of those design runs? Usually if you're averaging 2 or 3 runs a game, you know what those are? Those are you're being flushed from the pocket and you've got to scramble because you there's nobody open. I mean, Nathaniel Hackett has got to, whether Russell Wilson has said to him, I don't want to be a running quarterback anymore. I'm 33 years old. I want to play more from the pocket and all that. Okay, fine. But can we put out the 4-alarm fire in our house first? Can we just figure out a way to win this game, even if it means you run 12 times? We don't care. The good running back is gone, Javonte Williams. The fumbling running back is there, who should be replaced. And this is a game. This is a game this week where Russell Wilson, there should be design runs in the game plan. He should run 8 to 10 times in this game. They have got to find a spark for this offense, and running Russell Wilson would be a very, very richly needed spark.
That one brilliant moment this year when they got up off the mat against the 49ers on Sunday night, it was old school Russell Wilson moving around, using his legs, buying time, gaining yards when needed. And I'm with you. I don't know what the issue is. I don't think he trusts his legs like he used to because he's not capable of the same separation he once had. So he's being more careful about it because he doubts that he's as fast as he used to be relative to the other guys. But whatever the explanation, it needs to be incorporated because he still has enough that it can make a difference. Hi, it's Mike Florio. Thanks for watching PFT on YouTube. Hit subscribe for the latest news and analysis from Pro Football Talk.